Hi students, today in this session we are going to discuss the nomenclature of organic compounds, that is how the organic compound can be named. So the name of any compound can be given by the system that is called International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, that is IUPAC system. So the name of any compound can be given by an organization that is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So this IUPAC system has some selective rules. So by following those rules, we have to name any compound. So here we are going to discuss the nomenclature of organic compounds, that is IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds. So the name of any organic compound consists of mainly 5 parts. So that is, the first one is root word or word root. The first one is root word. The second one is suffix, and before the root word we have to fix a prefix. Root word and suffix. Suffix means the term which is fixed after the root word is called suffix. Prefix means the term which is fixed before the root word is called prefix. Root word, suffix, and again prefix. Now this suffix is again classified into 2 types. The first one is primary suffix and the second one is secondary suffix. Primary suffix and secondary suffix. Again prefix is always also classified into 2 types. The first one is primary prefix and the second one secondary prefix. So in this way there are mainly 5 terms are there: root word, primary suffix, secondary suffix, primary prefix and secondary prefix. So what are these terms? So what these terms indicates, we have to learn in this video what are these terms indicates. The first one is the root word. So root word indicates the number of carbon atoms present in the given molecule. This root word indicates the number of carbon atoms present in the given molecule. Okay. So suppose if the molecule consists of 1 carbon atom, then we have to write meth at the place of root word. If it consists of 2 carbon atoms, we have to write eth. 3 means prop, 4 means but, 5 means pent, 6 means hex, 7 means hept, 8 oct, 9 nun, 10 dec, 11 undec, 12 dodec. So likewise we have to fix the root word. So this root word indicates the number of carbon atoms. So basing on the number of carbon atoms present in the given molecule, we have to write any one of these. Okay. And next, after fixing the root word, we have to go for suffix, that is primary suffix. Now this primary suffix indicates the nature of carbon-carbon bonds. That means whether the carbon-carbon bond is single bond or double bond or triple bond. If the carbon-carbon single bond is there, that is called saturated molecule. If there is any double bonds or triple bonds are there, that is called unsaturated molecule. So suppose if there is any carbon-carbon single bond is there, then we have to write ANE at the place of primary suffix. If there is any carbon-carbon double bond, we have to write ENE. If there is any C triple bond C, we have to write YNE ein. Ein. So in this way we have to write primary suffix. Okay. So after fixing the primary suffix, we have to go for secondary suffix. So secondary suffix indicates the nature of functional groups. Indicates the nature of functional group. So there are so many functional groups in the organic molecules. So by using the functional groups, we have to write any one of the secondary suffix. So different functional groups will have different secondary suffixes. So now we have to go for secondary suffixes. So what are the secondary suffixes and what are the IUPAC names of these secondary suffixes? So at the place of secondary suffix, we have to write an IUPAC name. Okay, clear? So first we have to write root word. After fixing the root word, we have to go for primary suffix. The primary suffix indicates the nature of carbon-carbon bonds. So we have to write any one of these three at the place of primary suffix. And after fixing the primary suffix, we have to go for secondary suffix. So the secondary suffix indicates the nature of functional groups. So different functional groups will have different IUPAC names like this. So you have to go through with this one. So you have to remember all these. So this one, secondary suffix. The secondary suffix indicates the nature of functional groups. So there are so many functional groups. I have given you a list of 11 functional groups here. So you have to go through with this. First one, alcohols. The functional group is alcohols. The functional group structure consists of OH group. So the general formula is ROH. Here ROH. The general formula of alcohols is ROH. Here R means an alkyl group. This is an alkyl group. So an alkyl group generally it has some general formula CnH2n plus 1. So this is the general formula of alkyl group. So at the place of R you have to write this one CnH2n plus 1. Okay, and OH. So suppose N is equal to 1, C1H3, that is CH3, that is called methyl group. If you take 2, C2H5, if you put N is equal to 2, you get C2H5, that is ethyl group. So likewise you can get many number of alkyl groups. So you can put R is equal to C2H5 or CH3, any one. Okay, so general formula of alcohols is ROH. So it can be called as voles, OLS voles in IUPAC system. So at the place of secondary suffix, you have to put OL, vol, when the given molecule is alcohol. Okay, clear? And next, aldehyde. The functional group structure is CHO. So the general formula is RC double bond OH. We should write at the place of secondary suffix AL, al. Next, ketones, C double bond O, RCOR, ONE, one. Carboxylic acids, COOH, RCOOH, and oic acid, it can be called as oic acid. And esters, RCOOR, that is functional group is structure is COOR. The general formula is RCOOR or R dash. We can write it R dash because the two groups are different. So R dash indicates this alkyl group is different from this alkyl group. So let it be CH3 and let it be C2H5. This alkyl group is CH3, this alkyl group is C2H5. So then we can write RCOOR dash. So sometimes both will be similar and sometimes will be different. Okay. So these can be called as alkyl alkanoates. And next, ethers, OR. So the general formula is ROR. Here also we can write ROR dash also. So sometimes R will be same, sometimes they will be different. Okay. Alkoxy alkanes. Next, cyanides, CN, RC triple bond N. These are called nitriles. Next, isocyanates, NC, RNC. So these are called isonitriles. In IUPAC system, these are called as isonitriles, or sometimes these are also called as carbylamines. So another name is carbylamines. Isocyanates are also called as carbylamines. Next, amines, NH2, RNH2. That is aminoalkanes. Amides, CONH2 or CONH2. So those are simply called as corresponding amides. And alkyl halides, acyl halides. Acyl halides means COX. X means any halogen atom. Or COX. Those are called oil halides, OYL halides. So that is corresponding alkonyl halides. Okay, clear? Alkonyl halides, OYL halides. So we will discuss some more examples, then we can easily remember how to name these. Okay, so have a screenshot, then you can easily remember all these. Okay, so this represents the secondary suffix. The secondary suffix indicates the nature of functional groups. So different functional groups will have different IUPAC names. So you have to identify the structure of the functional group. Okay. And next, so after fixing the secondary suffix, we should go for prefixes. So here prefixes. So there are two prefixes, one is primary prefix, other one is secondary prefix. Now this primary prefix, after fixing the secondary suffix we should go for primary prefix. Now this primary prefix indicates whether the given compound is cyclic or not. This primary prefix indicates whether the given compound is cyclic or not. If the given compound is cyclic compound, then we have to write cyclo at the place of primary prefix. Okay, if the compound is cyclic compound, then we have to write cyclo at the place of primary prefix. Okay, after fixing this primary prefix, we have to go for secondary prefix. Now this secondary prefix indicates the nature of substitutions. Nature of substitutions. So substitutions means if there is anything other than this root word in the given molecule, so which is left after fixing the root word is called substitution. Okay, so the secondary prefix indicates the nature of substitution. So the substitution should be fixed before the primary prefix. So what are the substitutions? How should we call it as? Let us discuss. So here I am giving you some more substitutions. So the substitution, that is secondary prefix, indicates the nature of substitutions. So suppose if there is any OH is present as substitution, then we can call it as hydroxy. If the OH is present as functional group, then we should call it as vol. If it is present as substitution, then we should call it as hydroxy. If CHO is present as substitution, we can call it as formyl. CO, it can be called as oxo. COOH, we can call it as carboxy. CN, cyno. If CN is present as functional group, we should call it as nitrile. But if it is present as prefix, we can call it as cyno. If NC is there, isocyano. NH2, amino. CONH2, carbamyl. NO2, nitro. So in this way we can substitute, we can call all the substitutions. Okay. So the secondary prefix indicates the nature of substitutions. Okay, clear? So have a screenshot, you can easily remember. So this is mostly based upon memory. You have to practice all this, remember. So memorize all these things. Okay, secondary suffixes and secondary prefixes. You have to memorize all the secondary suffixes and secondary prefixes. So in this way, first we have to fix root word, then primary suffix, and then secondary suffix. After fixing secondary suffix, you have to go for primary prefix. Then you have to write secondary prefix. So in this way, you have to assign the name of any organic compound. Okay, clear? So in the next video, we will discuss about how these terms are arranged in a molecule. So how root word is fixed and primary, secondary and prefixes are fixed. So by taking some examples, and IUPAC system, this International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, this IUPAC system gave some rules. So by taking some examples, we can explain all the rules. So okay, thank you. Like this video, share this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.